Hey friends, my name is Daniel Holloway. I'm from Urban Acorn Catering, and exciting news, we're doing a dinner at the day premiere. It's called Voodoo Haggis. What is Voodoo Haggis? Well, it's a mix between Haitian cuisine and Scottish cuisine, and it's a reflection of my partner's heritage, Marie, and my own, Scottish and Haitian. What is haggis? Often people are afraid of haggis because it's some sort of weird Scottish cuisine that comes out from the island and no one really knows what it is. It's actually quite delicious, and that's the secret. I got about 1.5 kilograms of offals, which are basically the liver and the heart of the lamb. And I'm going to put this into a stock pot filled with water. Often what I'll do as I'm cooking through the month is that I'll keep my ends of vegetables. Like you'll see I have parsnips and leeks, ends of different vegetables, and I'll keep it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it just for times like this. So put that in the stock pot with your vegetables. I have 2 bay leaves, throw those guys in, 2 star anise, throw those guys in, 1 dried ancho pepper, throw those in, and 1 cardamom pod. So basically what I'm doing is I'm infusing flavors into the offals because we want to create layers of flavor, and that's what I'm trying to do. So we're going to boil this for about half an hour to get it nice and tender. The second main ingredient in haggis is oats, but not any type of oats. There's Scottish steel cut oats, where if you want to just come on in here. As you can see, they're kind of just like little bits. They're not rolled oats. Like I said, they're steel cut. I have about 1.5 cups of rolled oats in here. You can also use barley or quinoa. And I'm going to just toast them off. Just, again, another layer of flavor. So the offals are almost ready. What I'm going to do with them is that I'm boiling them today, and then I'm going to assemble the haggis tomorrow. The reason being is because the offals have to be cool when you're grinding them up. Not only that, I'm going to be adding suet, which is pork fat, to the offals, to the haggis mixture, and that has to be cool as well because you don't want that melting. My oats are done. You have like a nice, kind of like a golden brown, and it smells amazing in here. I wish you guys could smell it, but it's nice and toasted brown. And I'm going to reserve that for tomorrow as well. So that's pretty much your starting of a haggis, and then I'll visit you guys tomorrow and show you the last steps of how to assemble a haggis. Okay everyone, moment of truth. It's haggis day. We're going to be assembling the haggis. Like I said, it was the next day, so I boiled the offals yesterday. I grounded up the offals once they were cool overnight. So I have about, like I said, 1.5 kilograms. I have apricots, chopped up apricots, probably about 1/4 cup. I have my toasted oats that I did last night, about 1.5 cups, just to recap. This is about 1.5 cups of suet. You can use pork suet, or you can use beef. In this case, I am using beef. I have fennel and onions that are chopped up very, very fine, very, very fine, because you not want the little bits inside the haggis. I also strained the stock, which I'm going to introduce into the haggis, and I'm going to boil it. Nutmeg, pimento, and ground clove. So in goes the apricot. Now this is not a traditional haggis per se. This is a cross between a traditional haggis and I guess there's a Canadian haggis apparently. That's called a royal haggis, and usually that's done with venison offals and fruits, like they put berries like juniper berries, or they put blackberries. Pimento is allspice, so you can get allspice pretty much anywhere. Now the trick to a good haggis is the spice. You have to put a lot of spices in there, a lot of herbs if you wanted to. Fresh thyme would be good, but I'm trying to stay traditional as possible aside from the dried fruit. I'm going to do about 4 tablespoons of salt. I'm going to put about maybe a half cup of the stock that we boiled from the offals. Now you can't smell this, but this is smelling really, really nice. Very, very earthy. The spices are really coming out. I can smell the cloves. It just, and the toastiness from the oats is definitely the predominant smell. So this is going to be a really nice haggis. You don't want it too dry. You want it nice and moist, so it comes together. And I think we're ready for the casing. So what I got behind me is the rest of my stock boiling, and then I got multiple haggis, or haggi, whatever you would like to call the plural. I got my haggi here that I stuffed in beef lining, which is, I guess, the stomach of the beef. And we're going to drop these puppies in the pool. Now, when you're packing the haggis, you have to leave a little bit of room because the haggis is going to expand. Okay, and then I'm just I want to cover the haggis, or the haggi, with the liquid so it cooks evenly. So I'm just going to top the rest off with just plain water. Okay. And pretty much this is going to cook for 3 hours. Just enough time to watch Empire Strikes Back or watch a Star Wars movie of your choice. And then I'm going to come back. So it's been pretty much simmering for about 3 hours or so. And as you can see, the haggis kind of shrinks. I forgot to mention, this was made by organic offals and beef casing from the Healthy Butcher. So I just wanted to say thank you to Dave and Paul from Healthy Butcher for providing me the organic cuts. Thank you. So this is a quasi-traditional haggis that is done. It's done in the bone of the beef, which is the beef lining. And yeah, that's pretty much what you can expect from Voodoo Haggis at the Dépanneur May 5th. I'm going to be topping that with Haitian, traditional Haitian griot, and that's soon to come for part 2.